Okay guys, here we are on his way back out of Mablethorpe. Come on bicyclist, let you out of the way for this, mate. You're indicating all the way down here. Do you know you're still indicating, I wonder? One never knows. Not so much potholes down here as bloody raised manhole covers everywhere. So hopefully guys, by now, I'm assuming I've done this in two parts and you've watched how to get from Skegness to Mablethorpe coming via the biker route, Legbourne. Much better route that way if you go Manby. It's a lot further guys, I'll give you that, but on a nice day, well worth the detour. Now all we've got to do here is turn left at the traffic lights as you're coming out and literally follow the road. If you have to turn off the road some way, you've gone wrong at the moment. This is Trusthorpe. Trusthorpe is more of a holiday village. There are the odd house. The majority of the houses here are holiday lets and things like that. Still got allotments. Wow. We used to have a radio mast just here. All disappeared now, I do believe. Can't see it. Lots of places for sale, and I can see why. So it was originally built by the council for the old age pensioners just there, and well, I want to live there. Nice place to retire to, I suppose, if you don't drive. As you can see, sign posted straight back to Skegness. Can't really go wrong there. The road is a lot worse this way. A lot worse. And this sort of pace, you're going to be overtaking traffic left, right and centre. Literally, because even when you get out in the open, you don't get much above 30 sometimes. Theoretically you'd expect it to, but every time you see a chance to overtake, something happens, chance gone. I mean, theoretically they're doing 35 at the moment in a 30 zone, so I don't suppose we should complain. The last time I came out this way, I went down the beach road. I won't do that. Shall leave that for another day. For the time being, we'll just this is the problem with this, look. You just select your gear and all of a sudden you've got to slow down because somebody wants to turn off. indicators then. But this is the sort of pace you're going to go through most of these villages, and there's nothing wrong with this pace. Like I say, they're doing mostly between 25 and 35. This is the thing, there's always somebody like this one just wants to dive in at the last minute. Oh, there's a parking space, I'll dive in there. So anyway, you're following this one up to the roundabout. Only a tiny roundabout. It's not quite a mini, but it's tiny. Roller. It's a big old boy, isn't it? So there you go. First turning, A52 Skegness. Can't really go wrong down here. As soon as you turn, there's a garage just here that does sell fuel. Despite the fact that somebody's hoovering the car out there. At least they did sell fuel. Unless they've changed it within the last month. Most of these little garages like this, you will pay a fortune for your fuel on top of what you'd normally pay. It's not bad, is it? They said, oh dear, there's no money around, it's terrible, this recession. We're only in bloody, or just outside of Sutton-on-Sea here, and so far I've seen 3 Rolls Royces. Look at that one out. I can't. Anyway, there's the Leaning Church. You know you're on the right route. Just put your hand out, try and push it back, just in case. Hold it there. You may get a chance to get going a bit once we get out of Sutton-on-Sea here. It all depends. Two white vans turning left, please say you've seen me there. Stay there, please, sir. Thank you. Okay. So we finally get a chance to get a move on. Lovely bends here, but there's always some bugger going slowly. Seriously, come on, dude. Oh man, I've had to actually change down gear. That's disgusting. 45 miles an hour. Funny feeling this van's going to want to go as soon as it can. You didn't indicate quick enough, mate. If it had indicated, I'd have let it go. But it didn't. Wow, oh shit. It does pan an ink. Anyway. Nice S-bends going up here, but you can't go fast around them. Into what off? with me through the old Esperance. Steady on, boys. I've got one behind me. I do believe he's got a pillion on. I did overtake him on the way down. It looked like he got a pillion. I was paying more attention to the road than the biker. Into Huttoft itself, Huttoft village. Nice little place here. Now then, my mate lives here, so I will ask you, please don't make too much noise through this little village. It's a nice little place. Give this guy behind me some hand signals, see if he's interested in coming by, get himself on camera. So we've got a guy here with his little daughter on the back, I do believe. So the whole idea is hopefully they can look at themselves on YouTube. Don't know who he is, but pretty sure he knows that he's well, if you ride a bike generally you know about drift cameras, don't you? You generally do. You're a bit close to that van though, mate. That's it. Yes, on here you literally just follow the road all the way back now. There are no major turn-offs. A52 straight into Skegness. Always tickles me how these little bikes can master the corners so much better than a big bike. They're so nimble. Be nice for the girl to see herself on YouTube. Bumps. Quite sure what bike it is. It looks like the Suzuki 125 or a 250, I should say, 125. Pop, 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 bang, bang, bang. nice steady ride anyway back into Skegness. You want to back off a little bit, mate, it's not safe to overtake there. Pretty sure you know that anyway, but ooh, you haven't got a lot of power there, mate, back in. Taking a lot of chances I wanted to. Certainly seems to be in a hurry. I had somebody nearly run head first into me the other day on one of these corners. Car versus car. I was in my 4 before, they was coming the other way in a Citroen Zara Picasso. And she hit the curb. They've got these sloped curbs here. She hit the curb, bless her. I say bless her because she shit herself. Here we go, guys. Zone again. Horrible bit of road here, jerks you about all over the place. Oh, bit of a queue and a bit more of a queue. I expect him pulling up beside of me then. Horrible slow corners in some cases. They are. Still on the same road, we've not turned off. Heading towards Chapel St Leonard's. As I say, we're keeping on the well, it's classed as the main coast road, but it's not. It's the coast road so far. If you really want the coast road, then you can change into a different area altogether. These guys don't like moving over too much. Not worth it. we've going up to your first turning here in Chapel. Currently doing 35 miles an hour. Yes, we are in a 60 zone at the moment. Mostly down to the knobhead at the front, who, yes, is thankfully turning off. Just in time for it to end up in another slow area. And all this lot here. Turn-ins everywhere. Well, I fully expected them turning off down there. Bit risky, mate. Little bit risky. You go around there and somebody wants to do that, you see. You realise your mistake now. Nah, that was a bit of silly riding, you see. Especially with your little daughter on the back, I'm assuming. You can always be in too much of a hurry. I can understand you might want to get somewhere fast. There's certainly no point in going too fast. There's no point in making a mistake when you haven't got the power. Judging by what I saw there, that hasn't got the power, it's 125. I'm not pulling you down, mate, if you're watching, and I'm not pulling your riding down, or your bike. But all three combined, you've got to be a bit more careful. You are responsible for your own life on a bike. However, you're also responsible for your pillion. I think his idea is, hey, I've been that big cruiser. Big cruiser's not in a hurry. Hence the reason why it's a cruiser. Anyway guys, we're still on the same road, we're still on the A52. We used to be able to nip here on the bikes, we used to nip through, back out the other side, save a little bit of time. But now unfortunately, there's so many things stopping you. There is. Come on, one of you turn off for God's sake. See what I mean about the traffic, guys? Can you see why I went the other way? And the roads aren't much better. They've got cracks and things everywhere. Definitely in a hurry. We're in holidaymaker territory around here, guys. This is where they leave the brains at home. Sometimes it ain't worth taking that chance. Now what I'm going to do here, rather than take you straight in up by the ship hotel, what I should do is turn you off early down by the you know, down to the sea itself. I think might be the easiest way. So we'll just scoot by these. Mobility scooter heaven. Here we go, look around these, all over the place. Don't know what they're doing with them half the time. There are just terrible roads this way, terrible. BMW driver, so he won't pull over. Not that he should have to. He's a road user, I'm a road user. So I think it is wrong that all bike riders seem to expect cars to move over, and you know, I mean, they've paid the car tax just the same as you've paid your bike tax. Yeah, I know, it's nice to be able to sneak through the outside. Let's face it, we all know we get there eventually. Oh dear, look at this, bloody horrible. Quite often get a police presence up through here. We had a little kid run over just here, these lights, so they put the lights in and they put the flashing warning lights. We are on the infamous Roman Bank. We are. So generally find out with a bigger bike coming through like this, they do tend to give you that little bit of room, but you've got to be wary of the ones that aren't going to do. Bit of road up here, guys. It do be. But anyway, we are in Skegness. We do have a load of old folks trying to cross, but they're crossing just there, but they're trying to cross straight where they just got off the bus. Oh, we're not really surprised, are we? Anyway, guys, I'm assuming you're coming this way, you're wanting the seafront. It is not in your interest at all to go up to the ship hotel. You've gone too far. You want to turn here before the SO station. Then you want to turn down this one here, which is Seaview Road. Okay? Seaview Road. Straight down to the sea now. the road. We are now on the seafront. This is North Shore, or North Shore End. Come so far along the promenade, and you come to the other end. As it says, town centre, all other routes. You want to be going town centre, one would imagine. And here we are. Whoa, first port of call up to McDonald's. Well, love, you've got the right of way. We've got a squeeze in there, I do believe.